Thank you, thank you. I was muted. I was indeed muted. Thank you. Here is the link for TMB. Oh, cool. Yay, iMessage. No. You forget I send paragraphs. Gosh dang. Cool. I'm like, hold on. MPCLStudios.com 2026. Cool. I'm gonna shrink that and go back to TMB. What was that? Oh, okay. I should probably listen to the live stream for a second. That's a different thing. Dude. Okay, I can be heard pretty well. Nice. Alright. Le Chrome. We are Chrome tabs after all. I think I am gonna have to switch my join client from CurseForge to probably Moderators or something, because CurseForge has been buggy. It's been weird. Most of my shaders I get from Monolith anyway, so it'll work. Do I want to try and go for another record? Because I don't want to risk losing my 215. I'm proud of that. But I do want to beat your 227, which is your your server record, but not your active record. Let me check. This at the Murderbirds SMP. Yeah, that's been a problem. I've had to use Canva. Do you want to send me that over? Go ahead and send that photo to me, and I can just convert it to a smaller image in Canva. I love Canva Premium. It has been my favorite thing I've ever gotten as a subscription. I generally don't like subscriptions, but Canva has been worth it. Boo. Did you send it? Okay. That's a nice image. Hold up. Save. Save as this image name, Jude. Don't, because I don't think you could recover your live stream that quickly. My system, like, I have OBS, I have DaVinci Resolve, Minecraft, a bunch of Chrome open. Like, I know what my computer can handle and what it can't. Trying to have Bedrock Minecraft open with Java Minecraft is something it barely can't do. I can. It will tank the performance of Java because, for whatever reason, Bedrock gets prioritized by my CPU. It is. What aspect ratio is this? Or am I just creating something custom? Cool. 1080p image. Let me grab. Nice. It is not. It is just barely not 16 by 9. I had to stretch the image slightly. That is gorgeous, though. That screenshot is great, Jude. Alright, and then I will save you to PNG and limit your file size to 2000 kilobytes because that is 2 megabytes. Save download. PNG untitled, and open. So here's your... Alright, so that is 2 megabytes exactly. So that will work for your stream now. You're welcome. I have to do that for every image that I use as a thumbnail in my streams because YouTube is a prick. YouTube needs to stop with their AI stuff. There we go. What do you think? Should I do Lava Spleef or should I do Skull? Hold up. Whoa, you're lagging. Also, your latency is great. Your FPS isn't great. It looks like it's 18 FPS, maybe. It's fluttering between like 20 and 50. Oh, that would explain why it looks choppy. Jude, you are quite a bit quieter than I am on the stream, so keep that in mind. Yeah, please choose something that won't strangle your computer. The 1050 Ti is not that strong. Okay. Let me mute your stream, that way I'm not hearing us 3 times. 1050 Ti. I'm sorry, does that say raid? Go back to your task manager. I think I misread something, but does that say raid? What the hell? Go to performance. Performance. Are you running RAID 1 on your SSD? Click your SSD, it says RAID. Oh my god. Open File Explorer. I want to see something. What did you RAID 1 your hard drive in your SSD? Go to this PC. I want to see what drives are showing. Because I know you have a hard drive and an SSD. I remember. Then why does it think it's a RAID configuration? I'm so confused. Your computer's confused, Jude. What? Okay, so basically RAID is... I don't know what it stands for off the top of my head. But it's basically a way of protecting data, like backing it up. So let's say you have 2 disks, or like 2 drives in RAID 1. They don't combine their capacity. Instead, they combine the disks. So you'll have 2 disks, they're going to hold the same data. So that if one disk dies, the other one still has that data. It's great. And at some point I was running it for my editing setup, but I don't run it anymore because of capacity reasons. Because when you RAID 1, like, combine the disks so that you have a backup, you lose 1 disk's worth of capacity. So, it's very useful, but I don't know why your computer thinks you're... Yeah, I would probably choose a different... Look at the drop between having Minecraft open and like going to the task manager. That's hilarious. Let me grab my 3070. My 3070 is at 100% right now. I think probably the highest end GPU, considering you're running more graphics heavy things, For your system, because the 4th gen i7's gonna bottleneck you a little bit. Maybe a 1070 Ti I could get you or something? Because you do have a power supply with extra power cables, I think. Right? Oh, I'm not operate. Can you operate me? I took away my operator earlier. Thank you. I was testing permission things with Lucky Perms, so I had to de-op myself. Because operators ignore Lucky Perms completely. Oh yeah. That's why I use Complementary Reimagined. It's a little lighter than Unbound, but it looks just as nice. And then there's another one I use. I think it's Mellow. Because we hate miniature. So I removed it from you because you are not an owner of the server. Okay. Yeah, I think I just have to update your roles in the server, like your access permissions for certain things, because I do want you to be able to make announcements. That's great. But I wanted to have you have the tag of support instead of run. Also, you might notice, even though I have Bird with a Knife, I have my mod color. So I've changed around where some of the permission things are. And now we can have mod colors no matter what role in the server you are, because they're at the top. Except for 2 bots that wanted to be the top permission, but whatever. Because I don't think you have the... Oh, you're in Skull. Why are you getting emeralds in Skull? Because I'm running this area and it's loaded. Okay. I am not. You can't. Even operators can't. There is a player limit of 1 for that world. Unless I go into FTP and tell it specifically that I'm allowed to go in there. Or raise the player limit. Okay. There. Yeah, getting past a minute isn't too hard. It's getting over 170 that really... I spent dozens of attempts trying. Oof. Yeah. I kind of ran like 3 blocks. They don't. I am using normal skeletons for that map. They are not modded at all. They're just constantly shooting at you. Where I died is actually because I ran out of sprint. I might disable hunger? Yes. I might disable the hunger. Yes, because I might disable the hunger, but that would invalidate your current run, so I'm gonna wait till you're done. Any action taken by moderators in that world invalidates any active run, because it either could decrease their chance of winning or increase. Okay. I might have to add an exclusionary tag when you go to lobby, or like the arcade. So when you go to like arcade, it gives you the exclusion tag so that the SMP doesn't affect you anymore. All this work trying to make the SMP not affect people and the minigames not affect the SMP. It is actually been an unreal amount of work, and Jude has helped tremendously with that. So again, massive shout out to him. I will link his channel down below. Oh no, you're at 175. You're getting there. I do wish I could join in spectator, but there's no way to tell it if someone is in there in the game only allowed to join a spectator. That's not a thing, which is annoying. I am working on some cool cons. Oh no, but you're very close to my record. You got this. Yep, that's right around where ooh, 203. Close. Very close. Your ping is amazing this morning. Yesterday it was like 170. Tab. You're at like 35 milliseconds connection, if that's to be believed. Mine's 30, but that's because I'm Etherneted. Nice. You're Ethernet over Wi-Fi, though. Really? Okay, so you have a dedicated cable now. That's good. Okay. Oh no. You can't, you have a coax jack. A question. You have a coax jack in your room, right? What do you mean not anymore? What did you do? Okay. So is it connected to anything? Well, there is something called Ethernet over coax, and if the line still exists in your wall, you can connect into it and run Ethernet over coax. You can't do stupid high speeds. I think it's like limited to 500 megabit. I'm probably wrong about that number. Don't take me seriously on that part. But that's originally how I had an Ethernet cable, is we ran adapters. I'm just flying around. It depends on how you mess with global entities, but we prefer no one mess with them. That's fixable through the console, but I prefer you not do that. Yeah, I would just have to specifically in the SMP disable command blocks. Or wherever that is. That, or it depends. If it's in a multiverse world, I don't think I can tag within those worlds, so I would have to disable multiverse. Like, shut down the server, disable multiverse, load that world on a single player instance, probably, and then fix it that way. So, like, there are ways to really fuck up the server that we don't want to deal with. Noble is pretty, but eh. I would. Let me grab complimentary again. Thank you. Solus isn't bad, but it kind of blows out the sky. A lot of shaders blow out the sky, and it's really hard for me to actually, like, PvP and stuff with it. But the 8-bit birds, yes. Okay, so I mean, I feel like there's isn't there a YouTuber called 8-bit Ryan? Google 8-bit Ryan. Yeah. Aha, I remembered. He plays a lot of horror games. Cool, shout out to 8-bit Ryan. But no. So we have the arcade now. So let me MVTP because the current thing doesn't work. Alright, so we have like the older arcade, the newer games. This is probably being deleted. I'll explain that in a bit. But we have TMB Originals, which I'm super proud of. Older arcade, which is being renamed to 8-bit Birds, which I can do right now. Well, no, I can come up with really good branding. Usually I forget it. Like TMBSMP, I'm very proud of like the names I've come up with. Like Lava Spleef, like short, sweet, easily memorable things. I'm so happy with it. But yeah, now we have 8-Bit Birds, which is coming soon. Technically right now. You're gonna watch me MV create a world on stream. MV create 8. Are dashes allowed? Is Minecraft gonna freak out if I use a dash? Because I know I can't use spaces. Java Minecraft doesn't like spaces. I think I'm just gonna remove the dash and just capitalize it. And then that will just be dashed, maybe. And then... Well, I probably know. The Mac Mini... Quite possibly. It's such a good deal for what you get. Oh, 35. You realize how much I spent on my computer, right? I am watching your stream. Reduce PNG file size. You now have 81 subscribers. I wish they had a 15-inch. That ticks me off so much. They do? Because I'm so used to my 15-inch HP. I love it. It's not too big. It's not too small of a screen. It's great. Okay. How much? Okay. Is it just the base M4? Is it... Okay. This... Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, it's just the base M4 chip. But hey, that's not bad. You know what's sad? Hold on. Go to 24 gigs of RAM. It is cheaper right now to go to 24 gigs of RAM with an Apple MacBook than it is to buy that amount of RAM in DDR5. No, I would go with 256. I would use external things. I don't care. Probably the dual. Because then I can charge... Then I can charge my phone. I have Cakewalk, and then... I don't have a trade-in. 1300 isn't bad. That's cheaper than my current computer. Although the GPU's probably slower than a 3070, I will say that. Is it? Buy dongles, yes. See, that's the only... Oh my god, it's so thin. What the fuck? Well, damn. The only reason I could see myself getting a MacBook Pro is the SD card slot built in. But at the same time, I currently use a dongle with my computer, so I can't say shit. It is. That is probably thicker than my current laptop. The HP 15-inch something something or another. I don't know. I feel like it depends. If you are, let's say, a director who has to be outside a lot, nanotexture could be worth it. Oh my god. Also, why don't you have your hard drive hooked up? I'm terrified. I had yummy food just now. So just video? See, I used to have a secondary drive for testing Linux. But when I switched to Project Dark, it became a little bit harder to switch between drives. And I could never get dual booting to work. I got it to work once when I was using my laptop. Something got updated, it broke on my laptop, and I never ever got it working again. Because Windows 11 sucks. That's why I'm on Windows 10. Welcome. I didn't hear you. Oh, okay. Perhaps. I'm gonna say it's a legal gray. Let me grab this. Alright, now we have top rated. Oh. I should probably grab this. And then I just made 8-bit birds, so I will add that, and then eventually I will have to add the LP address for that, but now we're gonna grab Lava Spleef. Boom. And now we have the top rated game for the month, which is currently Lava Spleef. We've had several people join and really enjoy that game. We have 8-bit birds all linked up. We have TMB Originals, which has been linked up for a while. Skull and Lava Spleef are two of the main ones that we've built. Lava Spleef is cool because it uses a really clever concept as a way of running a Spleef map. So there's random buffs, random debuffs, and you trigger the floor to turn into lava, this redstone lamp floor, using snowballs or eggs. So you can turn your foe's toes into lava by throwing snowballs or eggs. Random debuffs, random buffs. As you can tell, like resistance, instant health. Cool stuff like that. There's a bow, which you get the... Oh! Don't do that. That's a world edit thing. I don't know how that works very much. Don't play with that. I've tested it. It breaks bedrock instantly when you're in survival. It's a super pickaxe. Yeah. Let's not enable that because that applies to all pickaxes on the server, and I don't want to deal with that. It instant... Why are you trying to get yourself kicked? The easiest way to do that is to spam. That is one of the few things. De-op yourself. De-op yourself is an easier way. Because that... Yeah. Yeah. We have a Spleef game that works really well. Let me die real fast. There we go. Next, I'm going to sacrifice my skull record for this. Skull... Sorry, I forgot that one was the only one that currently works. Skull is basically you're being shot at constantly, and you gotta dodge. There's a timer in the right and 3 buttons in the middle. That's a song. But you're being shot at very much constantly, and your only goal is to live as long as possible. The current record is 203, at least active record. The server record that's non-active is 227 by Jude. Jude did a really good job on that one. Let me die. Let me think. Do I want... Let me just invalidate this run real fast. Creative mode. That way I stop being shot at. So... Game... Rule... Hunger... How does that work? How do I disable hunger? Are you looking through the player history? Don't de-op them. That is my sibling. I'm trying to find... How do I disable Google time? How do I disable... How do I disable hunger in a game rule? I can do it by setting it to peaceful, but that would not be what I want. Do hunger false. So /mv do hunger config. Did you really just kick me, Jude? The fuck? I'm trying to configure something. Oh, sorry, I accidentally broke that. I don't want... I'm trying to configure something. A hunger... No. Confirm mode. Hold on. Tag, remove. What? What does confirm mode do? I don't know. Yes, I know it's a restaurant. I'm trying to think this. Confirm OTP, silent start, legacy aliases, property path, that's fine. Passenger mode, netherworld format, join destination, global debug. This isn't really what I need. Enforce game mode, I can do that. Enforce flight access, enforce access, yes. Okay. So I might have to find a different thing, because I don't think it's possible at the moment. So I think I might have to add a sheep that like gives you saturation 500 or something. Hold up. We will actually have a sheep for this. That or hold on. What if I just grab a repeating command block real fast? What if I just use a repeating command block? I just don't want to have 50,000 repeating command blocks, because that's stupid. /effect. Give. P with skull. Tag equals skull. Why are you falling from a high place again? So saturation is the thing that prevents you from starving, right? Is saturation the thing that prevents you from starving in Minecraft? It'll kill the skeletons, yeah. That's food saturation. We're gonna find out. Saturation. We're gonna do infinite for saturation 1. Where? What? With... Oh. Why are you here? Jude, stop! Why are you breaking the floor? Don't be breaking my floor. Also, I killed every one of these. I know I killed every one of these. Well, I just broke my door. Please don't. Don't. Was there a cobblestone or was that a... Because you said something about invisible blocks and I was curious. I'm not going up there. Unless the invisible blocks are up here. Like, I know there's invisible blocks. Yeah, so... There's also some here. And here. To make getting over to this possible. It's basically... a hint of the leap of faith thing, but I'm not going to say anything more because that would spoil some of the storyline. In fact, me just being down there showed off some of the stuff, but I digress. You fix the door. Let me go back to... Don't spawn 50,000 chickens. So currently, what was the last output of this? Oh, it's because I don't have the skull tag. So this only works if I have skull. So let me die to invalidate my run real quick. Which an easy way to do that is just clear my inventory. Go up right about here and fall. You have died, come back to skull and you can live longer. Now that's not working. I'm gonna have to look at that. I think, in theory, I shouldn't lose hunger anymore. Which means you will also have to redo your record, because it was done on a different configuration. But it should be easier, because now we should be able to sprint forever, without going into peaceful. Oh, I'm not gonna last more than, like, much. I'm gonna die. But, after 30 seconds, my hunger hasn't gone down, so I think I configured a thing. I think we're good. The Jude. I think I've configured a thing correctly. Hold up. Removed life ticks from you. Why did it teleport you here? Oh no, you teleported yourself, right? Jude, you're not in the game. You have to go in there. Hey, that is cool! The timer doesn't go up until you're actually in the game. That's so good. I'm so happy about that. That is so good. So now you can't glitch into the game without being in the game. That's amazing. So hold on. If I do that... No! Okay, now it's actually counting up for me. So I'm doing an invisible run. So I need to figure out how to prevent that. Let me remove my tag. They are the exact same as when they were when you last played. Let me die because I can't sprint. We love that. Slash difficulty. Did all the skeletons die just now? Okay, good. Entity hide and seek. What do you mean by that? Okay. What do you mean their name? Because... I was about to say, if you name a chicken the word fuck, it will be killed. Because there's a command block specifically to kill those. Hold on, is there? Hold on, let me go to Lava Spleef. It should be in Lava Spleef. Okay, it's gone now. It used to be here. Because we were trying to kill all the chickens that were coming from the eggs in Lava Spleef. But there's not really a clean way to do that. Yeah, not an easy way. So your current run is 140. Okay, so you've beat Sid. Sid's record needs to be erased. What do you mean not official? Oh, did you go into creative? Oh, okay, so yeah, you have to die now. There's chickens named a lot of things on the server. There's a lot of sheep named a lot of things on this server. Our server, but yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and die real quick. Hold on, let me MVTP to Skull, just so that I'm not getting the, Why were the... we have a problem. One of the skeletons are gone. Uh-oh. Something is wrong. Potentially. Did you fall in the void to do that? Did you fall in the void when you died? Okay, that's why. Don't do that. Also, chickens cannot be here. I'm not saying that out loud. I kind of think that could be a cool mini game, but it needs to add a new verb. So basically, I have a rule for mini games. If it doesn't add a new verb requirement to describe it, then it's not really original, because skull is endurance. The verb for that is endurance. The verb for lava spleef is terrain control. So it has to add something new, something clever, basically, at least for TMB Originals. There's going to be other things that... How did you hit the ground too hard? Fall damage is disabled in that game. stop, please, because I'm probably not going to find it, and I don't want to deal with that. How are you falling from a high place? Just go on creative to place it. You're so confusing. But yeah, we have a lot of command blocks that make this game work, and it's amazing. I can zoomy zoom. Say hi to the skeleton. Don't you like cinema? Look at this. I'm watching your live stream. Where is your live stream? I hid your live stream. Hold on. Jude streams HD. Okay, it's in lobby. I'll know that. Alright. Okay, so currently I'm just floating around in Skull. And so here's how you're supposed to die. Or hold on. Let me make sure I don't have anything in my inventory. Which I do. Currently, I do. So to fix that, we're going to put these two back because that's how we respawn them. All of them are here. Happy, happy. Nothing else in here is important, so I'm just gonna die now. Of fall damage. That's gonna trigger the death counter, and now I am officially dead. So now you want me to go to MVTP lobby. You're hiding a entity. What are you? Holy sh! They're just gonna push each other to their deaths now. Why are they all named Blue Waffles? I'm not gonna kill them. I'm not allowed to kill foxes. Jude, there's a fucking waterfall of blue waffles. Look, Jude, they're gonna push each other out a window. Oh my god, they're going to sleep. Ignore what I'm doing. No, no, no. I'm sorry. I'm banned. What are you doing? You did that right as I was falling in the void. Yeah, now we... But yeah, we're not gonna have the original lobby anymore, I don't think. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. Whoa! Well, there's not crows in Minecraft, which Mojang should be ashamed of that fact. We need crows in Minecraft. What? We do have bats. We have bats in the game. Stop trying to spawn parrots at spawn, please. Mob spawning at spawn is turned off. It's a world guard thing. Don't spawn a bunch. 4 is fine. But don't spawn 50 of them in one place. It's gonna be bad enough when we have a bunch of people loading farms on the server. It's gonna be bad enough. We don't need to contribute to that massively. Sure, there's a fuck ton of foxes that spawn, but I've also tried to limit how often they're loaded. That's why people aren't meant to stay at spawn for very long, because that will mess with the server TPS. Let me run TPS. I'm curious. It is currently 20. Good. Oh, I think you've done really good with this terrain. And hey, if y'all want to join, if anyone wants to join the server, feel free. Because we are needing builders. You see how we build. We don't want anything stupid fancy. This is the most fancy building in the entirety of Spawn, I think. That and maybe this. The apartment building. I feel like this is our most fancy building. But that's just because it has bathrooms. You totally can't see me. Go away. You can't see me. You can't. I'm in the restroom. Go away. The only app. Get out. Get out. I will slash clear. You're welcome, Jude. Jude, you just broke something. I heard that. You broke my floor. You're good. Why is this purple now? Why does this keep changing colors? How does this work? Why is it purple? Oh, was it a... Oh my god, I know what you did. It was like one of the glass panes, but it was sticking up. And you debug sticked it, right? That's so clever. You know people can't spawn on that though, right? Oh wait, no, people can. That's so cool. People can't fall in. That's hilarious. That is such a clever thingy. What are you doing in the floor? I see that. I'm gonna leave you there. I'm gonna leave you there. Oh yeah, also, our fighting arena is gone, sadly. We said goodbye. But that's because we have a new one that I'm working on. If you saw the announcement in TMB, you'll know that it is one of our in-progress mini-games. It's just the buffs and debuffs are taking a bit of time. I am indeed banned from my Firefox then. Even though I am technically the owner. Well, no, the foxes run the end. Quote. Hey, Jude. And break my legs. But look, you have a straight shot out of spawn, and I love that. We need to leave this area, like this path, as open as possible. Because this leads directly out of spawn. Like this particular path I'm running on. This is great. We love this path. And then we have this path that's like kind of cut off by the world border. Is there a specific size of these plots that you designed? Oddly specific, but okay. Hey, your blob is coming to life. I feel like maybe a firehouse could be cool if you opened this and made it a garage, maybe? Oh, okay, so you're actually like building real places. Okay. I'm not against that. Just don't dox our town and we'll be fine. Yes. So we do credit Blue Nerd for this wonderful, wonderful build. This still needs to be furnished, the Jude. We're just gonna pretend that's like a trim piece or something. I don't know. You can do whatever you want with that room. Also, we have iron. We have the copper golem. So, if people want, it could make item sorters out of that. Like, it's super cool stuff. That's why I chose such a new update. We don't have access to the spear, but we have copper armor, which is really, really useful early game. And hold on, so that's +1, +4, +6. +8. That's a +5. So this is slightly... So gold is slightly better than copper. And netherite is +8 as well. I feel like netherite and diamond aren't that much different outside of durability and knockback resistance. Because it's the same armor toughness. It's just that every one of your pieces of armor gives you knockback resistance. I'm trying to figure out how to do the PvP game in a way that's balanced. I'm trying to think through the buffs, the debuffs, the weapons, and the like items. Like, how do I do this in a way that's balanced? You know? It's just been something I've been having to think through. So that's why it's taking so long to build that particular game. I work 4 to 8 today, which isn't bad. What a burger. What a burger should be. Nice. There's also another house at spawn that is not furnished. The one that's slightly in the floor. Which I think is such a cool concept. The one with just the blank cobblestone roof. Well, actually, no, it's not blank. You have this really cool, like, circle thing. Yeah, that one I don't know what you wanted to do with it. Interesting. This one is also not furnished, but it's not meant to be. It's meant to be, like, a storyline thing. So, hopefully no one's watching this part. What a burger should be. Did I just say that about Dr. Pepper? Yes, Dr. Pepper burger now. Whataburger. I remember when Whataburger first got their Dr. Pepper shake, and I'm like, oh my god, I need it. I need it bad. Also, I'm gonna have you design something because you are much better with like the older, like the 8-bit and 16-bit designs, right? I have a challenge for you. I'm gonna have you design the 8-bit birds lobby. I'm curious to see what you come up with. I mean, you could. Not here. Like, you can figure out in... If you want to teleport to Coda and, like, work on some designs, go for it. I feel like we don't use Coda enough for what we need it for. It is designed to separate our work from the SMP. And also to kind of be a development world that anyone can use. Or, like, the staff, I mean. But I feel like we don't use it enough. MV, TP, Coda. Because I don't think we have anything experimental here, do we? I'm trying to look around to see what all's here that I can show. Okay, nothing too important. This is just us making massive versions of TMB's face. This is each pixel of TMB's face is a 16 by 16. That is how big it would be as a map art, which is super cool. How dare you stand on this? Now, what I should do... MV... or... I forgot how to slash fill. Hold up. I'm right now doing something with lights. Alright, no more, there you go. There's a light. Let me just... Also, for anyone who has been wanting to go to the end, it's locked. Even for us, it is locked. Because the end feels like the end of a server, so we don't want that. Not till 6 months in, I think. We're thinking it's gonna be like 6 months in, roughly. I know I want it to be after April Fool's. Like, the April Fool's event is gonna be a big thing, and then once it calms down a little bit, everything's like back to normal, maybe we'll kill the Ender Dragon. But as you can tell, you don't have permission to access the end. So even if you get everything, you will not be allowed. Because even though I am operator, I can go into creative and all that, I can't even go. And that's because I don't have Lucky Perm permissions to go. No one will have Lucky Perm permissions. I do need to set up a couple Lucky Perm things. Because I also want to add something that blocks co-op roles. So, like, if you abuse, like, the 2-player maps too much and prevent people from joining as duos, you be blocked from joining that game at all. Because if you're going to be a dick about it, get out. Pretty much. Because we're going to have a couple worlds, like the cart duos, Jude. And they're going to have a player limit of 2. And I'm already predicting that somebody's going to join and just AFK there to prevent duos from joining. And if someone does that, they'll just be banned from joining any duos related game. Or like anything with a player limit, I think. There's 2 games that I'm aware of that will have a player limit. The carts and potentially the obby. Because I don't want 50 players in the obby at once. That would get annoying. Speaking of which, we get to unveil the obby. /MVTP. So currently that's not set up, but this is rough, but it is active. So like you can set your spawn point, and this is like heavily inspired by Roblox. I know, but it's super fun. Ooh, I barely made that last one. This one might take me a couple of tries. What the hell? No, Jude. Ask me before you teleport. Please. It does. I really do like it. It does look good. Okay, the light blocks. What level did you use? Did you only use level 15? Yes, you did. Dear God. That explains that. Okay. Why? Okay. Well, hey, it works. I will place another 15 up here since I'm now participating in this. There are many different kinds of Alexas. Please specify. I do not. I used to... What? Why am I quiet? Don't... Where am I? Is this something I can't show on stream, Jude? Oh, you broke the... Why is there a hole behind this? You broke the sign for what reason? There was a sign in there. Well then, yeah, don't leave a hole in the wall if it serves no purpose. Anyway, can I show off the obby to the viewers now? No, /obby. You will also join me, you ass. Faster than me? Let's see. Anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you know you can. Also, I said goodbye to my really nice keyboard today. And I died. Or like last night, because I think I finally stickied the keys beyond unstickiness. I cannot believe I just did that. Come on. I'm trying to make sure Jude doesn't beat me. See, this is why there's gonna be a player limit. Also, why did I spawn over there? I swear I set my spawn point. And now you're being de-opt. Yeah, because don't use commands while in minigames. I have told you this how many times, dude? Aha, I made it to the next section. Is it blue? No. Okay, I'm gonna hide my screen just because I don't want people memorizing this. Not me completely screwing that up. I know it off the top of my head. Alright, now that I've made it past that, I can unhide my screen because I don't want people memorizing the pattern. Hey, Jude! Oh my god, you're two stages away. Hey, Jude, I just made it to the end. How are you still over there? Yeah. I've played it a couple times, but also, like, I'm not very good at parkour. And also, me making the game... Jude, don't break blocks. Yes, I can. You are now in adventure mode. Stop. Do you want me to show you how to do that? Okay, come here to this edge. You're pretty good with the 2 and 3 block jump. You fall there. Now, you back up to this corner here-ish. And then you jump up and try and land on the edge of this block. That didn't work. Sometimes it takes a couple tries, and even I'm, like, not great at it. Do you want to watch me real fast? Watch from up there. Don't fall down. Did you fall into the void again? I should have built this closer to the void so that people died faster. Don't fall. Don't fall. There you go. Now, watch me. Okay, fall down here. That also works. I'm trying to have you watch me. Hold up. I'm just gonna create a small temp. No! Jude, I will ban you. Stop trying to cheat. Oh, well. Can you stop moving, Jude? Okay. Now that you can't cheat, watch. Okay, I fucked that up. You're supposed to stand there and try and land on this block. There you go. Now you can't cheat. Bye, Jude. There you go. Admin trolling be like, I could punch you. Alright, let's see if you can do it. Now that you have the instructions on how. Almost. You got way closer that time. Ooh, you're getting there. You're getting there, Jude. I leave in 30 minutes, sadly. Which means I might actually have to start putting on my stuff, like my belt and my Whataburger shirt. Potentially. I think we're gonna have some tonight. Maybe, I don't know. Control W. You want to run off the single block. I'm telling you that now. You want to run off the single block. And also, yes, this block is right here so that you don't skip this section. You got this, Jude. I believe in you. Come on, Jude. Slow and steady. I'll do it with you. Come on. Okay, so you're up there. You can do this. You might need to be closer to the left on the edge of the block than the right. Because I'm more like right in here range when I do it. Hold on, Jude, look at my positioning when I'm jumping. Come here. I think I found a pretty easy way to do it. You just have to be able to turn. What? Is it because the spawn point is on top of the bed? I've never seen that before this. Oh my god, Jude. Can you make a 2-block jump? I'm trying my best to stop killing. Stop moving! Stop moving or I will kill you. Come here and watch. Go onto this block and watch, Jude. Oh my god! Stop moving. Watch where I'm standing. You see I'm on the left edge of the block, right? Boom. Did you just fall? No. Left edge? Yeah! Let's go, Jude. And now we're going to see who wins faster, because this next area is actually pretty easy. What kind of death was that? Instant. Have you played this before? Oh, hold on. I have to turn off my screen. Because I know the pattern, but I don't want the viewers knowing the... How? Explain. So you're telling me you memorized the pattern through that? I can make that impossible. I've changed one of them. Only one. I mean, a lot of people hate obbies. I'll give you that. Earwax. Hello, Earwax. Where are you? Jude, why are you back over there? You made it to the other side, right? Now you have. Click the button. I'm done with you falling. Okay. Note to self. Add a spawn point here. Maybe. I don't know. Hold on. Since I'm not showing that, I can turn my screen back on. Alright, now we have a spawn point after that really hard bit. Noise. Well, that was dumb. That was such a dumb death. And now we're at the same place, I think. Where are you? Crap. 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 So are you over here yet? No. No? No? How are you not? That last checkpoint doesn't need to exist for the spawn point. Hold up. Let me turn off my screen. There we go. Oh, you found out the death is instant. Mac and cheese. Technically, this doesn't need to be here because I've not seen one person fall on this last bit. There should not be any mobs in this game. What do you mean there's a fucking chicken? Where? It doesn't kill entities, Jude. That only kills players. There should not be a... Jude, look down. Please, for the love of God. You're jumping right into the pressure plate. Oh my God. You can do this, Jude. You can do this. The red ones. The red ones are hard, I'll give you that. Just slow and steady, Jude. You're just running full sprint, and you're not going to win that way. I wish you luck. These are hard. Anything that triggers the pressure plate will kill you. And no throwing an item on it while you're dead won't kill me. There's a distance marker. I am substantially more than 2 blocks away. Ooh, that was close. You're getting better with the oak ones. I stand corrected. You're almost there, Jude. Come on. The one-time pressure plates are not your friend. I think in Coda, I might make a pressure plate floor that sends you back to lobby. How did you just do that? I watched you land on a pressure plate and it didn't kill you. And now you're just running again. Hold up, I'm at the wrong spawn point. Ooh, the red ones suck. The plank ones are meant to be harder to see, but they're actually really easy. Did you just watch me do what I did? I just gave you the cheat code. Not me dying now. I have to go into FTP to change that, but I don't want to shut down the server yet. Are you figuring it out? And landed right on a red pressure plate. Come on, Jude. You figured out how to get past. You figured out how to get past the oak. Someone. Do you need help? Hey, Jude. Shift along the very edge. Along the very edge. I'm gonna have to make this impossible later, but... Up, you slipped. You have to be perfectly lined up. Alright. How do you get to the next section? Good idea. Poor execution. Where are you? Alright, and then when you start the colors one, don't say the colors out loud. I'm actually going to turn off my screen as I watch you do it. Oh, it wasn't that one. It wasn't that one. Okay. Let's see how Jude does. Did you set your spawn? Let's see. Note to self, build this closer to the void so that... Let's not do that, because that shows up on the live, Jude. One of the things was not random. Anyway, start... It caught a very specific word. Yeah! Don't do that. Oh, I'm fucking dumb. Did I set my spawn point? I did not. Did you... What? I'm just gonna fly to the end. That way I don't have to hide my screen again. Hold up. Now, if I spawned the player with 1 health and, like, made this closer to the void, that would help. I see you. Read the signs, they're important. No! I'm the first one to fall on the final section. I'm the only person to... There's no... No, there's not. Hit the gold pressure plate. Mac and cheese. Alright, so go to 8-bit birds. Which I think you have permission. Do not. What if I don't wanna? I can't op you if you're not in the game. Stop punching me. Stop punching me or I'm not re-opping you. Alright, go to 8-bit birds. Welcome to 8-bit birds. Go into creative. Because guess what, fucker? This is your design. Also, you get to make a design. This is where you spawn every single time. So we're going to turn that into a brightly colored block. Just so that you know where that is. Oh wait, no, it can't be that because that's transparent. I'm dumb. We'll use orange. Orange concrete. Because wool is a transparent block. You can't spawn on it. You can use any color. I just used that. If you break that block, it will break MVTP. Don't do that. I will have to... You can. I will just have to replace the block. But yeah, you can just build the lobby however you want. And technically, we can change the spawn point. So, just keep... Yeah, but we can change the spawn point. There's gonna be... Oh god, hold on. Do I want to announce this on stream? I'm working on a Flappy Bird concept. That's gonna be the main 8-bit birds game, assuming I can get it working. Because, currently it's not working. What are you doing? What are you doing? Also, how deep do you want this? Because right now you're on Y level 65 right here. This is always going to be Y level 65, even though I prefer 63, so I'm just personally going to fix that. Hold on, let me TP. Don't break this block. Alright, there we go. And so now we're gonna... Stop! No, Jude, stop! I will revoke your privileges! I'm trying. I'm trying to set the spawn, and it will be exactly where I am. So let me check. 90 pitch, negative 1.4. That's MV set spawn, and we are now good. Unless you want it to point this way. Do you want it to... Jude, do you want the game to point this way or the other way? This way? Okay. Let me grab negative 90 pitch, negative... What the f... And now they're on this block! Jude, stop! Bye, Kermit. Alright, so now if I die, I shall respawn on that block. Cool. So that's set up. Then I like putting a light block of some sort on the spawn point while I'm working. Time. Set. Day. You gotta remember, game rules are set to the vanilla standard. So, hunger, mob spawn, that's on. Mob griefing is also on, so keep that in mind. If you want entities here, try and keep them to a minimum. Because, again, although these, yes, are multiverse... What? I'm excited. On Hypixel? We don't have enough time for either. I have 7 minutes till I leave. Oh, cool. Are you leaving TMB? Oh, okay. Okay, there we go. And so we're gonna have 3 games in 8-bit birds, and you're going to design the lobby for them. Please do not forget to do so. Arcade. There we go. So currently as a non-operator, let me yacht myself. I love not being able to see anything. Yup, Jude. I'm kidding. Alright, so 8-bit bird is technically hold on. You're opt, don't worry. So does this currently go... Yeah, so this goes to TMB Originals at the moment, which if you go back from here, goes to arcade. So arcade has been set up. So now certain games, like certain newer games, if you play them, will lead you to the arcade, which is currently early access. Yeah, 8-Bit Birds, that exists. TMB Originals, that exists now. Jude's gonna design the 8-Bit Birds. We're gonna see how that comes out. I'm excited. And then our top-rated game, Lava Spleef. Actually, I feel like it's more so Skull, but the community people voted on Lava Spleef, so I don't know. I feel like Skull's more popular. Because we have Obby, which is not set up right now. Jude, can you rejoin and opt me real fast? Jude, are you there? You left without telling me. How dare you? How dare you leave? Jude died so many times. Jesus. How dare you leave? You don't even stop by the stream to say hi. I linked you below. Let me re-op myself. / I love this. Did I? Okay, I tip-tapped my name right. Good. Alright, so now we have Skull, Lava, and Obby. All of which are badass. So excited. This one, I will say I'm not the proudest of how it's, like, written. I could do a better Y, I could do a better B, obviously. But for now, that's just going to be how it is. I will also do way better lighting later. Like this one I'm happy with. That one I'm really happy with the lighting on the sides, but not the front. This one's just going to be plain lit, and that's going to be fine for now. Let me just... Let me just change the MVTP link. Oh, cool. There's only one command block. TNT Spleef does exist, but we're doing Obby. Which technically this is an outdated command. Oh, hold on. I don't feel like dealing with that one. I think this one is using it. Yeah, this is the new command that we're using. And it's like way more efficient. So now I just gotta grab Obby. And we go from this massive command to this tiny command. And any efficiency I can do that is worth doing is generally worth doing. Because I don't want to damage things just for the sake of efficiency, but I also like that things are, like, relatively set up, so I will delete these placeholder things. We were thinking of a tycoon, still are thinking of a tycoon. We were just trying to figure out how do we make that lightweight enough. Because with Roblox, it's super easy. What do I want to do? Like green concrete or something? Because that's the main block of that game. I don't know. I'm concrete. Cool. At the very beginning, there needs to be a way to go back. think, yeah, hold up. I really need to go to work. But TMB originals. Perfectly executed. And now I will go to work. Bye!